of his deity, because no one is to be worshiped except God alone. But I want you to notice how Matthew ends this verse. It says, and when they saw him, they worshiped him, but some doubted. Again, this is another interesting proof that this is not a made-up story. Because why in the world, if you're making up a story, would you say that some people doubted? You wouldn't. You would say, and they were blown away, and they all believed, and they all lived happily ever after. But Matthew is telling us what really happened. Some of the men doubted. It's an honest remark of human frailty. Because you see, all of these men had received the same evidence. There wasn't more evidence given to a few than to others. They all received the same information. And here's Jesus right there in their midst. And they knew that he had been crucified. They knew that he had been buried. And now they see him right in there. And this is not the first time, but here he is. Here's Jesus. And yet some of them chose to disbelieve. And yes, I use those words purposefully. They chose to disbelieve. Because once again, they had the same evidence that those who believed. And yet to them, they simply chose not to believe. And it's a reminder to you and me that some people can be presented with all the evidence that is necessary to make a reasonable, rational decision about something, and they can still choose to say, no, I'm not going to believe. And why? Because I don't want to. That's it. I don't want to. Why don't you believe in Jesus? Because I don't want to. Is it because of the evidence? No, I looked at the evidence. It's the same evidence that the next person had, and he says, yeah, I'm convinced. But somebody else says, no. You see, sometimes we pray for our loved ones, family members, or whatever, and we say, Lord, just show them, appear to them, show them, speak to them, give them all the evidence that they need, assuming that's going to do the trick. Maybe not. Maybe not. Some people can receive all the evidence necessary and simply choose not to believe it because rather than making a reasonable conclusion, they base the decision on something else. I just don't want to, Verse 18.